Good morning guys, and welcome back to another ride. I am back from holiday, back from South Africa, my trip, and I hope you've been checking out the videos of me riding the InMotion V8F. I had really good fun on that wheel, and it was just such a nice wheel. So go and check out those videos, and I'll link a card in here, but just check on the channel under videos. There should be a playlist for InMotion, and they should also be, they are clearly marked for InMotion. If you don't like the InMotion wheel, you can at least see how it looks like in Langebaan and in Cape Town. Just a really nice place. But I am back in the UK, and we had loads of rain early in the week, and we had a few good days here. And I thought to myself, hey man, let's get on the wheel this morning and get on the S18. I had it charged up last night. Get on the S18 and let's go and ride some trails in the forest. Yes, it is wet. So I am back. I'm back on the trails in the UK, and it is really muddy. So I've got a few things, actually two things, not a few. So two things that I want to give you guys some feedback on as I do some more riding on it and use it more. So that is, I want to give you guys some feedback on the Leat dual access knee and shin guards. That's so watch out for a video about that. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that notification bell so you get notified when I upload another video. I usually try and upload every 5 days, so that will give you an idea. So that video is coming. I also bought some knee wrist guards. This is the 888. This is the very basic 888 wrist guards. I had a pair of very old like rollerblading wrist guards that was a size medium, and they are just too small, or they too tight for what I want to use it for. So I also want to be able to wear a glove, a thin mountain bike glove underneath these wrist guards, so I can have more protection or less protection, especially when it's like chilly in the mornings. It's nice to have a glove, a thin glove underneath the wrist guards. So yeah, again, 888s, I'm going to give you some feedback on that. This is my first ride. This is my first ride on them, so I want to just see how they are. A lot of guys are asking me, or a few guys have been asking me about if they are bulky compared to the ones I've got and so forth. Because I've got the Hillbillies, I've got these, and then I've got the rollerblade wrist guards. But yeah, let's get some riding in, and I will give you some more feedback. This video is not going to be anything particular. I'm just going to give you some feedback and some news and some whatever I've been up to, and I'm also going to bring you along on the ride on the S18. So if there's any guys that has got any questions about an S18, please drop them in the comments below. I'll try and answer it for you. I have been getting a lot of questions about the S18 and about that video I made about if this is still a good wheel for 2022. So if there's any questions, if you have any questions about the S18, please let me know down below and I can give you some feedback. Yeah, it's such a nice wheel. Whoa. But yeah, the trails are super wet. I was not expecting this at all. Whoa. Thick mud. I don't know if you can see there. Look at that. They've been logging. So I'm going to put the wheel down here. Put the wheel down here and then give you a quick update on my rider settings. Got my Speedy Feet stickers on. Very important on a wheel. These guys have been really great in the service department and also warranties and so forth. Haven't had any issues. It's really nice to be able to buy a wheel and then having the warranty and the support backup, especially if you, I think if you're a more of a hardcore rider and there's damage coming along to the wheel, it's always good to have support for these things. There's my shock. I've got the settings set at 220 in the top chamber. That one is the top one. It's the big side of this, and then in the bottom chamber I'm sitting at 90. And I'm a 75 kilogram rider. That little blue lever, you can flick it over. That's locked out. That's unlocked. That is if you don't want to use the shock. It basically locks the shock out so it doesn't compress and rebound. That's the sag little rubber ring used to set your sag. So when you stand on the wheel, how much it actually compresses. If you want more information on how to set the shock, please let me know in the comments below and I'll do a little video just about that. And then, this is quite difficult to see and a lot of people don't realize that, but there, I wonder if you can see in there, right there in there, there's a red little ring, and that is the rebound. There's a red ring on the side, and that red ring is to set the rebound, how quickly the shock expands after it's been compressed. This is an air shock, so no coil over like the S20, and that's where the S20 makes that really nice to have that coil, because that coil you can actually tighten the coil as well by itself. So you have the normal shock, but because the coil has got a ring on the top, you can actually tighten that ring down so you get more, you can actually make the spring harder, so it can handle heavier riders. It's just more options. It is the difference between this being if I compare this direct comparison, an air shock being more a what do you call it, a trail bike, cross country bike style mounted bike, where the S20 with that shock, I'm not saying the S20 is capable of that, but with that shock it is more a downhill machine, because usually the coilover shocks is heavier and they use it for more downhill free ride style mountain bikes, where the air shock is, as you can see, is much lighter and smaller, and that is usually used for cross country, some free riding as well, because you get some really nice air shocks as well, but it's predominantly used in a lighter bike setup. But yeah, that's the big difference. I don't know if you guys also have, let me just get out the sun here, if you guys also have the boots on the newer wheels, if these things pop out. I just did some hot glue on the corners, and that's been keeping since I've done it. It's really good, and it is hard, so you just clip it off with your thumb, and then you can fit new ones on. But yeah, everything has been holding up really well. You know, as you know, I ride straight through the winter, and the wheel has been really good. On this side as well, I've got the little, let's get to this side, also goes those little clips. I just keep it all clean, and then I apply some light oil. But yeah, as you can see, it is super muddy this morning. So this is not a fast ride at all. This is more, I wouldn't say, well, it is technical, but it's I call it skill building. Just trying to stay upright in the mud, navigating the routes and so forth. All good fun. You don't always have to go at Mark 1 speed. Well, I don't. This really builds the skill, slow riding skills. Going up this hill at slow pace, this would be the perfect time for some power pads. But I don't have power pads on the S18. I hope this is going to be it's going to be so nice to have like the built-in power pads on the S20. That's all I can say. I like to stuff that's built in, so the option is already in the box. Oh, lovely. These trails are going to be so nice when it becomes drier and get some speed on. Woo! Don't worry about that noise, that's now mud caked into the fender area. Ooh. Oh. What a beauty. So guys, I've been also checking out quite a few of the videos on the S20 and the firmware update that was dropped and this and that and the other, and overall it looks like quite good feedback about that wheel. But you've now seen I've got a bit of a wobble if high speed braking. As soon as you brake and you don't like really pinch the wheel in it with your legs or calves, it gives you a nice little wobble. Now from all the ride footage that I've seen, the S20 doesn't look to be doing that, and if you guys have seen anything else, maybe if you can point me to a video where it does exactly the same as the S18, I would like you to give me that link, because I would like to check that out, because from all those videos that I've seen, it doesn't look like the S20 does this head shaking. And if it doesn't do that, that's going to be quite a big upgrade compared to the S18, because that's the only thing that I think a lot of riders have to get used to, and then learn how to handle the wheel, because it can be, especially for new riders, if the thing gets a wobble on, you usually just want to get off. And that's sometimes not a good idea, because you are at high speed. But if you brake with a nice pinch in, hard pinch in, you need to really like pinch the wheel between your legs, man, to stop that wobble. It's also very much a foot placement on the pedals, on the foot plates, so you can fiddle around with that. It does help. Getting low, far back, pinch, and then also I usually have the handle up so it helps me with stopping on getting off the wheel. Let me just show you. What I meant with stopping is like in really pinching in and leaning back. Really like wah! Be like tough on the wheel. Whoa. And I also, that's the reason why I have the handle here. Boom, I can really lean back, stop the wheel. Also, a lot of the other wheels now come with this, with the pedals that is honeycomb style. So they open in the middle. And it was quite an interesting bit of feedback that Ian said about the honeycomb being when you jump over rocks. You know, when you really jump over rocks and stuff in the trail, the pedals that are smooth at the bottom can slide over stuff compared to the pedals with the holes in. If they've got holes in, they can get stuck in rocks and stuff. But because the wheels are so high off the ground, you know, if you have a look at this thing is like really high off the ground. It's sort of less of an issue, but it's still something to note. And that's something really that I didn't think of. Because if you've got a smooth pedal with, say, spikes on, then yeah, you don't have that problem. You just like can hit the top of the rock or the stump or whatever, and you glide over. Boom. The other ones, you get stuck. So that was quite a good observation from Ian. Also, that tire on the S20, it feels like it's, well, it looks like it's very flat on the inside. But yeah, Ian's tire looks different. So I don't know if they've got a different set of tires on different wheels that they ship around the world for testing purposes. So we'd have to check that out. He says he's very happy with the wheel or the tire. Okay guys, I'm gonna head on next to the canal for my rest of my ride. I just wanted to give you guys some update feedback. Oh yeah, I wanna probably the next ride video is just also talk about this Begode what's it, Master. I'm checking out some videos about that, and it really looks nice as well. It's like I sort of like just in front of your toes, on top of your toes, your foot bridge basically. It looks like there's a lip built in, so for jumping and stuff or locking in, it's actually quite a nice feature. Standard again with the wheel, but I like the design. You know, that like sort of like a sweep, and then down, and then the suspension at the back. It really looks cool, and it's been looks like it can climb quite steep trails. I don't really need steep trails, but this usually torque and the wheel just keep on going. So for the more aggressive riders, it might be quite a good wheel. I just hope they can sort out the batteries and the BMS and all that lovely stuff, because this is their main problem. They can pump out the wheels as much as they like, but if the clients, us all, can't or don't see that the wheels are being made safe for you know, battery protection, overheat protection, cut off and all these things, I think the guys are going to stay away, and that's quite sad, because I think more brands being making more wheels, giving all of us more options to choose from is always good. But we also want the safety and support and warranty and all that type of things need to be tied to these things. And the more people use these things, the more they're gonna want proper information, detail, safety and security. Okay guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Give me some comments below on what you think about your S18, and all I can say is I hope you have a great day and enjoy your wheel, safe riding, smash out the trails. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.